Yo, so we back in here for another edition of F-ya-Motha, and you just seen that John Morant, I don't know what year that was, but posterized the fuck out of Wemby. Wemby's, when asked by a reporter as of late if the Spurs believe they can come back to win the finals, he says everybody knows we're gonna do it. This nigga is Yao Ming 2.0. Now, I've never really watched this nigga. I know there's gonna be some people that get at me because of that. I don't give a fuck. I'm not impressed with his stature. Just because you're 8 feet tall and lanky doesn't mean shit. Like, all it means is you can put the ball into the net easily, right? You're a center, but he's not heavy enough to be a good center, in my opinion, which is why they're getting washed. I think they're on game 3, and they've gotten washed by the Knicks. Now, me personally, I haven't watched basketball or even football in a long time consistently, because I think the shit's rigged. Who the fuck are we kidding? The fact that New York is on the way to actually win a championship, right? It just seems convenient. That's just my opinion. But Wemby's, like, from the highlights, I'm not really impressed. And people act like Shaquille O'Neal wasn't tall as fuck, losing fucking games and not going to the championships or even the finals. Like, what the fuck are we talking about? Not only that, when you're 8 feet tall or damn near 8 feet tall and John Morant posterized your stupid ass, that's not really impressive, right? Nobody did that shit to Michael Jordan, and he was 6'6". What the fuck are we talking about? But that's not really what the fuck I want to talk about. I actually want to talk about this Austin Metcalf, his father, going on Twitter, or somebody posted a video. This nigga's like having a meltdown, talking about black people and DEI. I'm just roll the clips. I think it's 2 of them. I'm gonna roll them shits back to back. Then I'm gonna come back for commentary.
Drew Anthony, Kayla, you're cowards. You wouldn't even show up for your son's sentencing or victim statement impact. You abandoned your kid. You left him there. I guess he's no more use to you because you can't get any more GoFundMe money or GoSendGo money. You are grifters. You should be ashamed of yourself. You raised that child, and I swear to God, CPS to come check on those other 3 that you still have. You never once admitted or took accountability. You tried to play victim. The real victim is the one who died, not the one who shoved a knife in his chest. I come to pray with you and show the world we can close the gap of this unbelievable racial divide. And what'd you do? You widen the gap even further. You hire a convicted, baby-shaking felon who's only in it for the money, who gives you bad advice, kicks me out of a press conference. Oh, funny, I was somewhere I wasn't supposed to be, but I left when asked. I didn't stab anyone. And then you proceeded to gaslight me with your convicted felon, quote, advocate, minister? Minister of what? Minister irrelevant? Minister of bullshit? How about minister fuck you? Y'all think I'm a saint? I'm no saint. I'm as human as you. I have emotions. Just because I'm a Christian doesn't mean I don't sin, because I don't walk on water and I don't turn into wine.
Yo, so we back in here for another edition of F-ya-Motha, and that was Austin Metcalf's dad. Now, that looks like a video that was posted when I guess they kicked his ass out of the courtroom during the trial, or during court proceedings. So I can't tell. That might be AI. But the nigga had a meltdown. What I will say, if it's real or like recent, like the reason that his son is in the ground is because like clearly the home teaching at home, right, at least when he was in the household, shit didn't make no sense, right? It sounds like an idiot bigot Can't really see clearly as to why Carmelo Anthony was posed as the person that should have got sympathy. I'm not gonna say necessarily the victim, because he wasn't, and I'm not saying that he didn't deserve no jail time. And you take a life, but under the circumstances, within the context, I think it's unfair that the only recent court case that we seen of a motherfucker claiming self-defense when it probably was justifiable was black. They got jail time. They don't even make sense. The Asian nigga shot a 14-year-old in the fucking back running. George Zimmerman smoked Trayvon Martin when he was walking to the crib. What's another case? Jordan Neely was choked out by Daniel Penny in New York on the train because he was acting sporadic and basically just saying a whole bunch of spastic shit on the train, making people scared, right? They was already bitches, and everybody was applauding that man for choking and killing him. Everybody from people on the streets to the president to John Voight, the fucking actor, Angelina Jolie's dad. So it's like, yeah, we're kind of seeing like biasness, racial biasness. Everybody wants to downplay the racial element of it, right? I don't know why people like to do that. Like, there's no racial tension in America. Like, black people aren't getting done wrong. Yeah, there are some black people that do some horrendous shit to white people. It's far and few in between. People like to talk about the 13% committing 51% violent crimes. 80% of that is done within the community of black people. So, like, what the fuck is your gripe? It ain't like black people is going in mass, going into the suburbs, knifing white people. That's not the consensus. Not robbing, home invading, graping, SAing, none of that shit, right? Because we know crime happens within proximity of people of the same ethnic background. So the fact that this dumbass got on social media going off for the rant, I'm gonna play another video, guys, because I meant to play it right afterwards.
All the free shit we give you. You're not oppressed. You're fucking entitled. You know what DEI stands for? Yeah, means. And that's why your son's dead.
So on that end of the, I meant to find the whole video, but for some reason nobody has it. It's just chopped up bits and pieces of it. He goes on to saying black people aren't oppressed. They get DEI and all this nonsensical shit, and that's why people are posting memes of his son on Twitter like that, because like, you sound like an idiot. I never understand what people have some type of calamity happen to their family or tragedy, and they go on social media to make it worse. Now, I'm not saying what Carmelo Anthony did entirely was right. However, if what he claims, that they put their hands on him and he felt like he might have got his ass kicked, a lot of people are downplaying that. They talking about, yo, his life wasn't in danger. These are people that clearly have never been in danger. Coming from a nigga that, like me, that's been, like, when I lived on the West Coast, where motherfuckers would literally find your route that you took to walk home and pack you out every chance they got. Like, they don't know what danger is. I remember vividly as a middle schooler, between the ages of 11 and I'll say about 14, being chased home, bro, in the summertime, and you like literally dripping in cold sweat, because this is about 4, 5, 6 niggas on your ass that want to beat you up because they want to make you a gang member, and you don't gang bang. You don't want to be a part of a set, but they want to, you know what I'm saying? They want to make you a part of a set. Then when they seen you hanging out with the ops, right? I was cool with some niggas that was Crips, and then you got these lame ass Vice Lord niggas that want to kick my ass because I was cool with that nigga. Then I was cool with the Blood. Then I see like niggas that was Crips want to kick my ass. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, they've never seen danger. So to them, it doesn't register that a fight, and on top of a fight, could turn deadly. Not only that, who the fuck want to get their ass kicked? Let's be realistic here. If you somewhere and somebody say to move and you say no, and they talking about if you don't move, they gonna move you, and the motherfucker is 6 foot, 200 pounds, and you 5'8", and he's not a 5'8", like I'm 5'8". He was 5'8", 131 pounds. I ain't been 131 pounds in about 15 years. Yeah, I mean, I could see where he was nervous and he thought some shit was gonna pop off. And as a 17-year-old with a pocket knife, I don't think he thought he was gonna like take nobody out. I think he might have thought he might have poked him a little bit, a little bit. It's a pocket knife. As a 17-year-old, I used to carry a pocket. I still carry a pocket knife. Now I know it at my age now what a pocket knife would do. But at 17, I didn't think that I'll puncture the carotid artery or the sac. They said the sac around his heart and puncture that, and he can bleed and hemorrhage to death. You don't think that far at 17. That's not to say that it's justified, but under the context of being physically assaulted, I think the charge could have been reduced to involuntary manslaughter, because I don't think he thought he was going to kill him or even intended on killing him. And I think they could have gave him about 15 years, right? I'm saying 10. If you're going to give him some time, 10, because it was another white kid that did the same shit in the same state that he got a decade. And they gave this nigga 35 years. He's 19 now, so what, he going to get out when he's 54? Like, that's not to say like my heart bleeds for like Austin, but he should have like kept his hand. Like that goes. I done did several videos. Like people got to start keeping their fucking hands. And they like, in the words of DMX, if you ain't gonna throw 100 punches, keep your hands in your pockets. I don't know why people going out their way like to be people's authority figure or right. Who the fuck made you the goddamn track meet police? And why the fuck wasn't there adults that could have asked him to move? Why your punk ass had to ask him to move? See, shit like that just be blowing me, because none of this shit would have happened had they had an adult supervised in the tent area that could have broke that shit up. You leaving a fucking 18-year-old to referee if people should be under the tent. And while 18 is quote unquote an adult, he not nobody parent. He not an authority figure. Carmelo was 17. He was Austin Metcalf was 18. Still, bro, who the fuck are you? You ain't my dad. You ain't the coach. You not the police. You not nobody of authority. Why the fuck I gotta listen to you? Fuck you and the horse you rode in on. You know what I'm saying? My 17-year-old self would have really said that type shit. Like, as soon as he came over to me, bro, get the fuck away from me. But then I'm like, I don't know. They said he's a good kid. He had straight A's. He was on the dean's list. Maybe he's a suburb black kid. He wasn't built like that. At 17 years old, I ran away a few times when I was like, 13, 14. For days on end. Like, went across town, 30 miles away from the crib. Like, I'm fortified like that. Get the fuck away from me. I'm gonna keep the short shit short. Like 17 years old, we was gonna either box or you was gonna step. Nothing in between. I probably would have packed Austin out. I would have pulled a knife on him. Hell, I'm my age now. I'm not gonna readily pull a knife on you. If I think I could take you, the knife is the last thing I'm gonna pull on you. Like, I'm not even going there with you. We about to box. And unless you Mike Tyson or Bruce Muhammad Ali, like, you're gonna lose. In any event, if y'all like this episode, I notice my videos be spanning more than 10 minutes now. If you watch this long, click the link, support the machine, or at the very least hit the like button, and I'm out. No.